Okay, question number 4 on page 56. N Limited proposed to purchase the business. Carried on by D Limited. Goodwill for this purpose is agreed to be valued at underline 3 years purchase. Again, it's clearly given of the weighted average profits of last 4 years. Now, years are given, profits are given, weights are given. On scrutiny of the accounts, means on checking the accounts in detail, the following matters are revealed. First, on 1st December 2009, major repair was made in respect of plant, incurring 30,000, which was charged to revenue. So, Arpan, what will you do with this?
Sir, we will minus
From
P&L account
of 2009
9.
to 10. All have done that? Anyone who has marked plus? Plus is right. The language is different than third question. Read the third question. Routine expense, not major, and of plant were capitalized. And here what is the language? Major expense, repair of 30,000 was charged to, what do you mean by charged to revenue? Capital expense wrongly treated as revenue expense. Charged to revenue means debited in P&L account. And then charged to revenue and then debited to P&L account. If major repair is done, suppose this AZ's compressor goes out and I spend that amount of 10,000 on that compressor. Should I debit that to P&L account? Or should I treat it as an asset? I spent 10,000 rupees on buying the new compressor or repairing that compressor. Should I treat that as an asset or debit it to P&L account as an expense?
Expense.
I should. Expense means every year you are going to spend 10,000. It's a one-time expense, it's an asset. It's not servicing. It is a major repair done, so that will be treated as an asset. But what the company has done, charged to revenue means debited to P&L account. So it's a mistake. Now if you remove it from P&L account and take it on the asset side, see only from P&L account window. If you remove that expense from P&L account, what will happen to the profits? Profit will increase, you add. So think it logically, every language is different. Question 3's second adjustment was different. Question 2's first adjustment was different, and question 4's first adjustment is also. Understood the language? Okay. So what will do with 30,000 plus? Now next part is simple. The sum is agreed to be capitalized for goodwill and calculate subject to adjustment of depreciation at 10% per annum by reducing balance method. So 30,000 we are going to add. What will you do with its depreciation? Minus. And like depreciation and market as minus. But in which years? 9 to 10 as well as 10 to 11. We'll make that workings. In 9 to 10, December, January, February, March. We'll count depreciation for only 4 months. And 10 to 11 you'll count for 4. Any confusions? Next. The closing stock of the year 8 to 9 was overvalued by 12,000. Netra? Minus from 8 to 9 and plus in 9 to 10. Closing stock comes on credit side. Overvalued means it's valued more. If you reduce it back and bring it to the cost, 12,000. Credit side you reduce it, so profit will decrease. So minus. And next year it will become the opening stock. So plus in 9 to 10. To cover management cost, an annual charge of 24,000 should be provided for the purpose of goodwill valuation. What will you do with this? Where will you minus? After getting the average profits. Compute the goodwill by simple profits means doesn't mean simple average profits. This average profits method itself is also called as simple profits. Like super profits. So this is not a super profit, this is simply profits. Is everyone clear with this? So let us do it together so that we finish it fast. First we will find adjusted profits. Even before that we will do the workings of depreciation. Let us first do the workings of depreciation. On which date the major repair is done?
1st December 2009.
1st December 2009. Major repairs. What amount?
30,000.
30,000. Okay. Now, Financial year, so when will you provide depreciation? 31/3/2010. December, January, February, March. How many months? 4 months. So 30,000 into 10% into 4 by 12. 1,000. 29,000 would be the book value on 1/4/10. 31/3/11 what depreciation you will provide? 29,000 is 10%. 2,900. So 26,100 would be the book value on 1/4/11. Any doubt in this? Now we have to find the adjusted profits. So years, not years, particulars. Then 2000, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, and 10 to 11. Shall I start first? We'll write the profits which are given in the question. One lakh 1,000, 1,24,000, 1 lakh, and 1,40,000. Now trend is not visible, but weights are mentioned, so we have to do it by weighted method. Okay. Now, first adjustment.
Sorry, we will write.
What will we write?
Major repairs.
Charged to revenue. Major repairs charged to revenue. 25. Sorry, what amount? 30,000. We have to add it in which year? 9 to 10. Further?
Then you will subtract depreciation.
Depreciation of that is minus. What amounts in which years?
In 9 time we will subtract 20. 9 to 10 and 10.
1,000 is minus 9 to 10.
2,900.
Okay, 1,000 is 9 to 10 and 2,900 is 10 to 11. Same year as well as subject material. Any doubt in this?
No.
Then Samarth?
Yes, sir. Closing stock 2008 to 9, sir, minus
Overvaluation
12,000.
of stock on 31/3/09. Yes, what amount?
Sir, 12,000 minus 2,000. Sir, 8, 9.
And
And 9, 10 plus 12,000.
9 to 10 we will plus 12,000. Any doubts up till here? Then Eman? Yes, now no more adjustments that we have to do in average profit, so directly we will get the adjusted profits. 1,01,000, 1,12,000, 1,21,000, 1,37,000. Now see, here we get the trend. After adjusting the things, we get the trend. So next we will make the columns of years. Where? 1,41,000.
Yes.
Years adjusted profits, weights, and weighted profits. Any confusions up till here? Now years 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11. Profits 1,01,000, 1,12,000, 1,41,000 and 1,37,100. Okay? Weights 1, 2, 3 and 4. Weighted profits 1,01,000 into 1, 1,12,000 into 2, 1,41,000 into 3,
1,23,000.
and 137,100 into 4.
5,48,400.
Did you understand up till here?
Sir, 12,96,400.
And total of weights is 10. Now average profits is equal to $12,96,400 divided by 10. 1,29,600 and what? Any division in this? Then Nisha, what next? From this we have to minus managerial cost. Now how much provision is to be made for the managerial cost? 24,000. So what you get is 1,05,600 and what do we call this? Average future maintainable profits. And now we can apply the formula of goodwill. Okay. Therefore, goodwill is equal to average future maintainable profits multiplied by number of years purchase. Average future maintainable profits 1,05,640 into what are the number of years purchase?
3 years.
3 years. 3,16,920. Did you all understand this? Anyone having any doubt in it? So now the homework. So first method is over. Now tomorrow morning we will start with the next method, that is super profits method. Tomorrow morning 9:30 to 10:30, 10:45. He's going to take from
9:15. 9:30.
and talk to him because I have kept preparing him also. So I'll be calling them at 8 to 9. 9:30 rather, and 9:30 to 11 I'll be taking up. So if he takes your lecture, I'll have to see which classes are available. Anyway, note down the homework. Page 65, question 14a is your homework. You must be able to do it, okay? Think the things properly, what effects are to be given. Question 14a on page 65. Then page 66, question 15a. 15a. 15a, page 66. Page 67. Nothing. Page 68. 21C. 21C. Page 69. 26A. No. Cancel that. Not right now. Yes. These all are based on weighted average profits. Okay, they should be done. And I let you know what time tomorrow we'll have how the classes will be conducted. And discuss it with Abhishek sir and he'll announce.